Hi friends, I'm Sajid here. Welcome back to my channel Sajid. In this video, I'll be doing the PUBG gameplay test at the 90 FPS support test in the Realme X7 Pro device. So this is a question which was asked by recently so many of the users that whether the PUBG will be able to support the 90 FPS in the Realme X7 Pro. And the reason why in the Realme X7 Pro, because the Realme X7 Pro has the 120 Hz refresh rate. So let's see friends whether the PUBG is actually supported with the 90 FPS or not, because for the past a few days I've been testing with this kind of test using this 90 fps gaming test in this mobile phone. But let's see whether in this video is actually supported or not. I did try so many GFX tool in this phone. So since the mobile has been launched recently, right now the PUBG game has not been updated to the 90 fps by default. You need to definitely use some kind of GFX tool to get that 120 fps working. So 90 fps working right now. So let me show you the exact model. As you can see, Dimensity 1000 plus processor, and in the display let me try to show you what refresh rate I am selecting at the moment. So let me try to select to the 120 Hz normal. As you can see here, 120 Hz is selected. And one more drawback is that currently in this phone the FPS meter is not working properly. So the FPS meter, it's not detecting at all above 60 FPS gaming. So let me try to demonstrate you one game which actually supports the 120 FPS without any problem. So whenever I try to open this game, it's not going above 60 FPS. Right now you can see 121 FPS clearly, but as soon as the game starts, you can see the FPS decreased clearly. So there is some problem with this FPS meter. Even though when I open the PUBG game and if I start playing and showing you the FPS count, you won't be able to see exact FPS count. So in this video I did try all this kind of GFX tools to test the PUBG game in the 90 FPS. So first let me try to close the PUBG game in the background and start the GFX tool again one by one. So let me try to show you what settings exactly I am using currently. As you can see, every time I'm trying to select only the smooth option and the resolution set to the default only, and the FPS count meter set to 90 FPS. You can see here friends clearly. So I'm not changing anything, only default smooth and 90 FPS. So let me try to run the game. So as soon as you open the game, and let me try to show you the graphics in this settings what you will be getting. So in this way I'll try to test 111 GFX tool one by one. So let's see which one will actually work in this mobile phone, and in case if you have any other GFX tool applications in your mind, do comment below, so even I can try those applications in my device. So is the settings and the graphics, as you can see here. So there is no 90 fps option, even though if you're using this kind of GFX tool. So one GFX tool is not working. So let me try to close this and let me try to open the another GFX tool application. So is the other one. So as I said, I'll be selecting the 90 fps every time, as you can see here. So these are the options which are selected right now. Let me try to start the game again and show you the settings in the graphics settings. At least this time what will happen. And meanwhile, recently the OnePlus 8T, I received the 90 fps gaming test, 90 fps support test in the PUBG game, and which is very good. So I'm thinking that the Realme X7 Pro is the latest smartphone, and that's why it's taking kind of long time to get that 90 fps update in this mobile phone. So as you can see here friends, with the second GFX tool, the options are not even displaying at all, as you can see here. So let me try to show you the FPS count as well. It's still remaining at the 60 FPS only. It's not increasing more than 60 FPS. So as I said, there's a problem with the FPS count meter, since even though the game supports, you may not be able to see at higher FPS. So now let me try to select the last final GFX tool. So these are the settings which I'm using currently using this GFX tool. And let me try to run the game using this GFX tool. So finally, this is the third GFX tool which I'm trying right now in this mobile phone. I did use so many combinations of settings and changed, but still I was unable to get that 90 fps in this Realme X7 Pro. So definitely, even if this doesn't work, then ultimate is that you need to wait for the update from the PUBG side or from the Realme side to support this kind of 90 FPS gaming in this phone. So let me try to quickly show you. As you can see, when the graphics look like same kind of previous GFX tool, there is nothing got change, and the real-time FPS is also staying below 60 only, close to 60 FPS only, not above 60. So this is a quick tutorial on the FPS count problem, like a 90 FPS support test in the Realme X8 Pro device. So at the moment friends, you may not be able to get the 90 FPS support test in this phone, but later on definitely you will be getting that update. Once you receive the update from the Realme or from the PUBG, you should be able to receive that 90 FPS update soon, as soon as possible in this phone. But overall the gaming is very good, even though the phone doesn't have the 90 FPS, but still it looks pretty good in terms of the graphics and smoothness as well, so there is no issues at all. So I did feel one problem is that there is no 4D vibrations for this phone when you're trying to play. So actually the 4D vibrations is present in this OnePlus 8T device. I wish they could have included. So there is no option. There is an option of the 4D vibrations, but you cannot enable in this game PUBG. So that's another drawback. So maybe they should fix this kind of small issues later on in the future. But overall, even though the game doesn't have any kind of any kind of 90 fps support, but still it was managing very good frame rates, and 240 Hz touch sampling rate is also another good advantage in terms of playing this PUBG game in this mobile phone. So in case if you have any ideas how to play this game, so try to comment below friends. Make sure to check my links in the description as well for the playlist of the complete links on this Realme X7 Pro. So there is a complete playlist available in the links in description, so where you can find all the videos related to this Realme X7 Pro in one playlist. So thank you for watching this video friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, bye.